family with the priest, Holy Emmanuel, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari, give thanks and praise unto the Lord for his good. Merciful Emmanuel, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari, clap your hands unto Farai, clap your tiny hands, clap your tiny hands for God, Most High, Jehovah, Jah. Rastafari, this is the priest, aka Traveler. We give thanks for the giving of thanks. We give thanks for Rastafari love, Rastafari kindness. Today I had a very special awakening. Blessed love, Royal Family. Give thanks for the coming in. Yes, Royal Family. Don't forget to comment in the section. Send your love. Hail, hail, hail. Bless up, bless up. Bless up in the comment section. Send your love. Yes, we give thanks. We give thanks for the gathering. You know, the man say where one or two are gathered, two or three. You know, the world is sealed up. But I have some exciting meditation. Oh, give thanks, Royal Family. Blessed love, mighty angel. Give thanks for the coming in. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, and the blessed downset, you know, after reading some wonderful psalms, you know, and song in the trumpet of Zion, she blessed me with a deep meditation, man. I had to automatically, send out, invite to all my beautiful Rastafari family, Bobo Shanti family, worldwide, heart of love. We black again. Yes, Royal Family. So let's get into it. Let's reason. And, tonight I want I unite fireball reason, in the comment section. I need ones and ones help on these meditation, But tonight, I give thanks for coming in, Empress. Bless, bless, bless. Heart of love. Yes, Majesty. Give thanks for the coming in. Love, love, love. Yeah, tonight we gonna break down Babylon wall. Yeah, man. Now you're bengi drum against the walls of Babylon. The proof is in the morn. Priest, what you talking about? Yes, the proof is in the morn. The Father show us, from them time, he set his signs in the heavens. He said the heavens declare the glory of God. Declare is to give you, a declaration and a surety, of the glory of God. And in my meditation, early in my years coming up as a Rasta man, my very, very early years, one of the things that the Rasta man come and tell me, they was like, Rasta, as soon as you accept the king, you can see the king in the morn. So I was like, see the king in the morn? I was a young youth. I was like 17, 18, just coming out of the Christian society. I love Christ. I know that white, man was in Christ. And I had already do my studies. I was already saying that Sabbath was on Saturday. Sunday was, orchestrated by the Roman Catholic Church and Constantine at the, Council of Nicaea in, the city of Constantinople. I'd already studied and see these things, but when this Rasta come tell me, if you accept the king, you're gonna see Rastafari in the moon. So I was like, what? Okay. But where were you going with this? That's very significant, because why? Over the years, we've been faced with a lot of propaganda. That's what the king said. That's what's destroying the world. Lies. Just propaganda. Many years ago, they said that they went to the moon. Okay, fine. Let's get over that. We know they ain't been. But now, even still, they give us information of the moon spinning, the earth spinning. Fine. They give us a bunch of pictures on the NASA shows and all. Cut a long story short. When we look deep within ourselves, as I try to apply my life every day to common sense, a lot of times when we say, use your common sense, people get offended because they, deeply don't really know what it means. Your common sense, we only have 5 senses. Your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your hands. You could touch, you smell, you see, you taste, you hear. That's the only sense you have. As a human, anything more than that is just thought. You know, if you can't see it, you can't hear it, you can't smell it, you can't taste it, you can't touch it, it's a thought. You see, so by using common sense, that's what we can try to use on my channel more and more every day. We're going to use more common sense. When we look at the moon, I was fortunate at 18 years old, 17, somewhere around there. You know, I busting my big kite, sitting up one night. You know, so my brethren is like, look, Bobo, look at, you know, Rastakazi, look, you know, you don't see the king in the moon. So I did. I see this picture of this, you know, the clouds. It looked like clouds in the moon. When you look at the moon with your eyes, it looks like clouds on a full moon. But these clouds seem to make out, you know, this figurehead, you know, that, you know, looks like Jah Rastafari, the same person I seen on the picture as Rastafari. I'm seeing this image in the moon. So fine, it's my first night. It's disturbing because I don't want to enter too much into that world. You know, I don't want to be in that spooksism. You know, I just left the Christian world, so I want to see the real God. So every full moon after that, from I was 18, every full moon after that, I see the king in the moon up to the day. I see that image. Why is this important? If they say the moon is spinning, or even the earth is spinning, how come exactly every full moon I see the same picture? Can someone answer that in the comment section for me? I can repeat it one more time. From I was 18 years old, that's a full moon every month. 12 months in a year, 13 in Ethiopia. So that's 13 full moons. From I was 18 and I'm now 40 odd years old. So that's more than 20 years I've been looking at the moon, 13 months a year. And every full moon, the king picture is exactly the same place. How is that possible? Someone answer in the comment section for me, please. Help me. Because if the moon's spinning, that means every full moon it exactly stays right there for, you know, the whole time I'm watching it. Does the earth stop so I could, how does it happen? If they say, you know, tonight I was out there, you know, outside, and I was just sitting down, just holding a meditation, giving thanks for life. And it happens to be a full moon. So I look up at this full moon, and it's like, Bubba, this moon is spinning. Whatever these clouds is, whatever this is that makes this image, it doesn't move. It is constant. Do you all agree with me or not? Am I the only one that looks at the moon and see the king? Y'all don't make me feel odd here. Real talk. But it's a Rastafari thing. You see Selassie in the moon. But how is it possible if the moon is spinning that this image on the moon stays there every full moon? Even if the earth is spinning, you know, how is the image? You know, in more reality to I, the moon, it's moving around the earth, but it's not spinning. You know, that can't be possible. It's impossible. So I gather all that I and item here to really sit down and think about these things. They got telescope. You be like, Boba, they got state-of-the-art telescope. Cost thousands of dollars. The more money it costs, the more little gadgets they got in there to tell lies to your vision. Yeah, that's what it is. Tell lie to your scope. Scope is to measure distance. Okay, let me hear some comments from the Empress. 13 month of creation is the big spirit month, which is there for purification and healing of all creation. Give thanks for the word song, Empress. Yes, royal family. We give thanks for the Ethiopian 13 months, you know, the 13 cycles, you know, of the Empress. We do give thanks, you know, Yes, royal family, we trying to discover how. They say that the moon is spinning 1,000 miles per hour. They say the earth is spinning over 1,000 miles per hour. You know, it's the science that they tell us, and they tell us there are galaxies out there, and they tell us all this stuff. But when we use common sense, which is the eyes, your nose, your ears, your mouth, when we look at the moon, every full moon, you can see the king picture exactly the same place. It doesn't spin around and come around. No, so I encourage everyone every day as we live in Jah world. Psalms 24, he said, the earth is the Lord's. It don't belong to, each and everybody, it belongs to the Lord. Give thanks for the love. And as we look into what God created with our own common sense, yeah, not what they tell lie to your vision on the television, or how they catch you up in the web, their websites, and they give you all this information, dark holes, and there are extra planets, Earths you could go live on, and we're not sure about none of this stuff, especially when you use common sense, but I didn't get too much into it. I just wanted everyone, to share in that moment, to really, like I say, look at ourselves as Rastafari. It's time for us to rule our world. Let them live in their world of illusion. Let them live in the illusion that the moon is spinning 1,000 miles per hour, where we could see with our eyes evidence. For 20 years, I look at the moon and the king picture never spin. The Bible say the sun and the moon, they run a circuit. They go around a circuit. You see, like in the middle of the palm of my hand, they run a circuit. The sun and the moon go around in circuits. He said the earth has a foundation and it cannot be removed. It abide forever. Yeah, so, you know, the evil world, they switch everything. They make good bad, they make bad good. Yeah, because they tell us something totally different. They say we live on a ball, the ball spinning, it causes gravity, and out there's space, and the moon spinning, and the sun and the moon spinning around the sun. Everybody just spinning, but we don't see that. It's not evident. The moon was created by a shock of explosion or expulsion of a big asteroid, fallen angel. Okay, that's a good, you know, ideal about it, but for a better subject, because I'm gonna get into what the moon was created from, because that's a different subject. But we want to deal with the evidence that we have, you know? Yeah, all these things. Yes, Empress, the Empress says we have a planet inside the moon containing all as much as many of, cosmic preparation, energy work. Yes, Empress, yeah, a lot of that stuff, we could pick up in another video. I give thanks for the information, but as I say, as we move every day with the channel, we just gonna use these: eyes, ears, nose, mouth, hands. We're gonna use some common sense. When we look at everything, let's just use our common sense first. And then if that don't work, I don't know what else to use. It's only illusion. Again, because if all of us, royal family, all of us, you watching, you know, those who are gonna watch, those who don't even watch, if we can't see it, if we can't hear it, we can't smell it, taste it, touch it, what is it? It's a thought. Even the great book tells us the spirit, the thought must manifest in flesh. It's written in the book of 1 John chapter 4. It say any human, any man or woman who say that the word God, creation is not in flesh, is a false teachings. You telling me about something that exists, but you can't show me it. No, 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 no. You don't live in a world like that. God in flesh. Works in flesh. Faith without works. Faith is thought. And thought without works, thought without evidence is pointless. You see? Yes, give thanks for the royal family. Child coming in, Honorable Majesty. Yes, royal family. So let's try every day, to live in a natural perspective, a natural world first. Before we look into the microscope, the telescope, the television, let's look into our vision. Let us see for ourselves. It's called proof. And the proof is in the moon. I'm telling y'all, go look for yourself. Go look for yourself. Go look at any image you could make up out of what's in the full moon. And every full moon, you go and look and you'll see the same image. The image is not spinning. The image doesn't change. If there was an atmosphere on the moon, if there were clouds up on the moon, then, it should change. It shouldn't be the same thing every time. It's almost holographic. It's like every full moon, someone just somewhere turns on a projector and shine the king face on the moon, big and bright. The biggest picture you could ever see in your life. I think it's the biggest picture in life. On a scope, it's on the moon. The king face is on the moon. You can't miss it every month, especially for Rasta. The deniers, they ain't trying to see nothing. They ain't trying to see nothing. But I'm just saying, even if you make any image out of what you see at a full moon, at its height, you'll see that every full moon. That's evidence. Nothing is spinning. It's all just how just said it. He set the foundations of the earth. He separate the waters above us and the waters beneath us. And in between the waters, he put a firmament, an air pocket where we can breathe. And he called it heaven. The earth was void. It did not form. It was dark. So he take the sun, he make the sun, and he put it up there in the sky to rule by day, to rule the day, and it run a circuit. He put it on a circuit. He take the moon, he extended it into the heavens, and he put it on a circuit. This is written, the book of Enoch, the Kabbalah, all these books tell you. God makes day and night. People call them different names. They call them different gods and gods, the Sumerians, Anukai. I don't care who gods you follow. Gods make the earth. They make the heavens. But our God, Jehovah, King Alpha, kept in the ancient texts and the ancient scrolls. You see? Yeah, by our ancient peoples, the black Israelites. Yeah, descendants of Abraham. You see? Solomon and David come to Menelik, Queen of Sheba's son, for Solomon. Come to Menelik the second, and come to Rastafari. Come the King Emmanuel, the high priest of Rastafari, that anoint us, black Africans, Deuteronomy 28, who come down against slavery. You see, so, again, we have to know ourselves in this time. We were brought down in slavery to teach us all kind of thing, all kind of fairy tale thing. Cow jump over the moon, and these people serious. And they, yeah. Yeah, they going further with their technology, so the Bible says in the last days they would deceive many. They deceive you and make you think they gone to the moon and they gone to Mars and they gone this way and they gone that way. They ain't gone nowhere. It's just all illusion. There's so much countries in on it. The book of Psalms say you see the kings of the earth. The kings represents the nations. The kings of the earth come together as a united nation and start their space station. Say they've been to the moon. All of them come together and lie. Yeah, so they've been to the moon. So why people still believe these people? I stopped believing the European world, you know, everything they speak, from a very long time. And up to today, God's still showing me. But look, common sense. Look at the moon. That look like that's spinning 1,000. Y'all go do the research. Google it. How fast is the moon spinning? This is according to these people who go to college. These people who sit up in universities, who making 8 figures, 10 figures a year. All access to all different parts of the world. They don't even need a passport. This is NASA. The world scientists, they call them, is telling Priest Caswell on Google the moon spinning 1,000 miles per hour, 1,200 miles per hour, or something like that. Then it's spinning around the earth another 1,000 miles per hour. And then it's spinning around fire, the earth spinning another 1,000 miles per hour. All this spinning, and then Priest Caswell could go right outside and look in the moon, and I ain't see nothing spinning. Because the king picture's sitting right there. Unless the king on spinners. Y'all gonna make me laugh. Y'all know how spinners work? Spinners rims. Where the rim is keep still and the pictures keep spinning. Or like, the Rolls Royce, the logos keep still, but the wheel is be spinning. They telling me the moon must be spinning and then the king picture just staying there. Go look at it for yourself. It's full moon tonight. A lot of your I and I, them who live on the west coast of America and the Bahamas and all these islands, go look outside. The king picture still. It's not spinning. So black again. Reason to know I'm no end. You know, just say he's in the highest region shall laugh. I just laugh. Highest region. Region is the thought, mind. Who's in the highest thought, a higher thought? You see, because we wrestle against principalities. Yeah. And high and low places. You see? And it's a word warfare. It's spiritual warfare. Because in the beginning, the spirit and the word is one. So you got the truth, then you got a lie. That's the warfare. Truth fighting lies. I can see with my eyes they lying. So I in the highest region, so I can laugh. I have nothing to worry about because these people don't know what they're talking. They have the whole world running on what Marcus Garvey say? Let's say it together. The whole world running on what? Bluff. They just bluffing the world. I swear, they bluffing. They have no idea what's going on. I don't want to stray off the topic. But you remember when they tell us, say, the COVID-19 come from the 5G towers? Oh, Lord. They had people running up and down, burning down the towers in all the different countries. Lords up there fixing the 5G line when they look down, the tower on fire. The whole village come out and burn out the tower because they say the COVID causing the 5G, network is causing COVID. So, that's why in these last days of Babylon, we have to be rooted and grounded in King Emmanuel teachings. King Emmanuel Charles Edwards is a very natural man. Jah prefer natural. Full moon, Jah. Full moon, straight through. Yeah, Jah prefer the natural. Because that's what God is. God is nature. Everything is natural. The moon is natural. Ain't nothing supernatural but the moon. Ain't nothing supernatural but the sun. They are part of our ecosystem. They are part of our civilization, our life. There's nothing extraordinary around here. you know, even things unseen. It's just that I ain't see it yet. That's all it means. It don't mean that it's supernatural. You just ain't see it yet. Just say it's nothing new under the sun. The Bible tell you that it's nothing new. It's just a time for everything. The Bible speaks of angels being locked down under the river Euphrates until the Armageddon war. We ain't never see no, we never see these things, but does that mean it don't exist? Oh, that's supernatural. That's not supernatural. It's natural. But just because you ain't see it, you ain't know of it, it becomes supernatural. There's nothing supernatural wrong here. Jah created all things. Jah created creatures we didn't even place eyes on yet. I just give you an example. Four angels blocked to the bottom of the river Euphrates from damn time. That's thousands of years. So if this is reality, there's some strange creatures because we don't live thousands of years. I'm just saying. Hopefully the Bible is metaphoric, and just it means something in another way. But if it literally means, and I believe in giants, so all this stuff is evidence for all around the world in giants. Have we seen a giant? No. But does that mean they didn't exist? Come on, people. So what we can do is just use common sense because prophecy begin to reveal every day. Life is about to reveal some stuff every day. Even when you look at the polar ice caps, these things, they hold in a lot of history. When they melt, they release in a lot of things that we're not exposed to. So the thing about it the most is just use your common sense. That's all. Use your common sense. When they come and tell you there's COVID on the run and it coming from the 5G, use your common sense. Don't panic and go burn burn the people tower down. Get a charge. No, let's get more serious. But on a real talk, you're gonna need to use your common sense because God is not gonna send nothing to us that is unnatural. You know, it's just natural. Every event, every earthquake, every tsunami, tornado, you may even see, you know, yeah, different realms of, I would call it, I use a word matrix. You may see a lot of stuff that has been hidden. It's been hidden for a time, and that's okay. That's okay. Because even when we look on the walls and the pyramids, when we use our eyes, you see again? Use your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your hands. When we look at the hieroglyphics in Egypt, in Kemet, you see spaceships, you see helicopters, you see tankers, so because our history has been so distorted, through colonialism, imperialism, bigotry, all kind of evil agendas. They corrupt history. But if we use these, a lot of people say your third eye. What the hell is your third eye? Your third eye is this plus this plus this plus this plus this. That's your third eye. Your third eye is common sense. Yeah. With that's what your third eye is. That's what God is. God is seeing, hearing, smelling, touching. That's who God is. God is a man. The stars, that's man. So, yes, royal family, we ain't going too much further with Babylon. We see what Babylon doing with the people. The people mad out. Suicide and homicide and genocide and all kind of side. Babylon destroying the world with the fantasies and the illusions. And, all we need to do is just look outside, look in the moon, look at nature, look at what they say and then look at what you see. And if you let someone will you, I mean, It's nothing the priest could do but that. Priest can't help you. Yeah, if you see something with your own eyes, you smell it with your own nose, you taste it with your own mouth, you hear it with your own ears, and you touch it with your own hands, and you still don't believe, you fulfilling prophecy. The Bible says in the last days, you know, his message of common sense, righteousness, just look at what is right with your common sense. He said message can spread throughout the earth and people can reject it. A lot of people just reject common sense because they want to live in the illusion. They want to go to space one day. They want to live in Mars. They want to believe there's a better planet somewhere with fresh water. They just want to believe these things. They just don't even want to listen to people like me. They want to say I have other things in life to do. Yeah, priests worried about too much of these stuff. I ain't worried about that stuff. You're not worried that you're spending your whole life living in illusion? The one life God give you, the one life God give you, opportunity. Whatever you want to name your God, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to name your God, give you a whole life to live on this planet. And you're going to live that as a lie, an illusion. I mean, that's kind of cute in a way. A person spending your life thinking they going somewhere and it's gonna be better on the other side and there's flowers and you know. Give thanks for coming in, Black again. Stuart Linton, Rothschild, Love Honorable. Yes, Black again. Yeah, Enoch speak of the inner earth, I think it was. He speak of the inner earth, same sad way. And then we could see the cave systems around here. Again, common sense. You see that? Just common sense. Yeah, you could see the deep cave systems around here that, and these scientists, these make us feel like they explore every square inch of this earth. It's there's so much things that, that's basically what we're supposed to spend our life doing. Instead of watching TV, we're supposed to be out exploring, seeing all the great things about this planet. But they got all us stuck in the house watching YouTube. Give time for those who go out and explore and make YouTube videos, but that's what humans really supposed to do. We're supposed to explore life. Even if you have a family, that's fine. You still go to work and provide for your family, and on the weekends, you and the family go exploring. You know, yes, we're all family, so we got to make time to use our common sense to go there and connect with nature, because you're gonna need it. Listen to me, you're gonna need it. The days are coming where common sense is gonna be very necessary. A lot of people, they buy guns. A lot of people, they stock their houses with food. They stock their banks with money, you know. But a time is coming where you're going to need common sense. You're going to need to stock your brain with common sense. You know, you can imagine coming from the bank. You got your stack of money and they got guns to your head. What is common sense? He who fights and runs away lives and fights and lives to fight another day. Get them that money. Ask them if they need another grand while they there. Yeah, tell them, say, brother, the gun look old. Let me give you another grand. You need to put that down. How much money you need? Let me help you. Yeah, you got to use your common sense. Life over death. You know, that's the times we living in. The times, if you look around the world, all the lies coming down. The people who tell you the moon spinning, the people who tell you big up Ghana, black again, black up Ghana. Yes, I. The people who tell the world all these lies, the lies coming down. Yeah. We the generation, they lied to our fathers, our parents. And our parents so busy getting loans and mortgages and trying to get a career. They never take time to look at the moon and see these people was lying to them. So they just watch TV and just watch these people go to the moon. And, it never happened. And today we hold these people still credible. That's what I'm saying. It's insanity. It's insanity. We as a world, we still look at these scientists and all these people as credible people. Even though they lied to us cold and say they've been to this moon and the moon spinning and all, they still out there telling us lying. That's why King Emmanuel say we need to come off their jobs, come out these cities, get piece of land, build our own church, build our houses, build our industries, build our scientific labs, build our healthcare centers, and use our ideology, use our common sense, man. They stuff ain't working. They stuff killing the world. They lies. We need our own scientists. Yeah. Who could look in the moon with common sense. A little child could look in the moon and see the moon ain't spinning. Why we gonna waste so much time telling the world lies? That's Satan. Only Satan can spend all his time lying to people just to collect money so they can live up and drink rum, rape little children, and do all kind of wicked things. These people, so the general population of the world, they have us poor, so they funding science programs, they funding space programs. They take our money. Fireball, fun Babylon. They take the people money, what they work hard for. They call it tax money. And they just fund space programs. So they go into space. So this moon would spin 1,000 miles. And the people go with it. We have hungry people on this planet. Shelterless. People suffering from all kind of devastations. But we fund them the space program. Why? Because Elon Musk, I don't know who this boy is. How Babylon system go. They create these people from these children and grow them up and, design them in a special way to talk this foolishness. Elon Musk, them say they going on these different planets to go live. So you have countless of millions of people working across the world for their companies, their joint companies. Because Elon Musk is a part of a big network of fake Jews. I could say it, I'm Fireball Kanye West. Those white people in the Middle East, they fake Jews. They Ashkenazi Jews. They fake Jews. They ain't no Israelis. They know Israelites, they Israelis. I is the black Israelites. They are Israelis. Fake Jewish Israelis. I don't work for Adidas. I don't work for Nike. I don't get no funding from the Bahamas government. No checks. I don't work for their system. So y'all fake Jews can't do me nothing. Y'all European fake Jews, Zionists, Illuminati. I know who y'all is, the Freemason. Y'all come from Rome. The Moors teach y'all when y'all was in the back of the Fireball Caucasus Mountains. Y'all come at the caves. The Flintstone about y'all. So all of this boils down. We done with that. We done with the colonialism, the space program. Yeah, people ain't into that. People want food, shelter, security. We want to become balanced with the earth so we can stop these storms and all these devastations. That's what people need. People need love. What you fighting in Ukraine and all these things for? Why you don't go on the moon go fight? All your colonial Europeans and people with these evil heart, these heart of war. All y'all jump on Elon Musk spaceship and y'all go to the moon go fight. This morning y'all say y'all been too. Leave the earth for the meek. Leave the earth for the peaceful. Leave the earth for the constructive, progressive, for the universal. Life so simple. Food, shelter, clean water. That's it. Clothes is a clothes is just a plus. Clothes is a plus. But food, shelter, and water, yeah, that's basic. Nothing else. What else you need? There's nothing else. Food, shelter, and water. But we refuse to give everybody an opportunity to have food, shelter, and water. We want to go on space programs and lie to the people with the moon spinning and all kind of things. Just to make them feel inferior to everybody else. To make everybody think that they God sent. That they some genius. They ain't no genius. They magicians. Yeah, the Bible say that. They soothsayers and magicians. The Egyptian magicians. Kemetic Egyptian, Freemason Egyptians, 33-degree Mason, Egyptian illusionists. They magicians. Or they make it an illusion. Every news channel you watch on TV is illusion. They cannot play nothing on I used to work for a television station. A national television station. It's called ZNS Bahamas. They cannot put no news on unless it's certified by the political party that's in government. It's fake news. It's censored news. Censored information. Manipulated and I don't even watch TV. I don't watch the news. Yeah, it's a waste of time. Everything they tell you is a lie. And they will continue to tell you a lie. Because that's what the world built off. Lies. Christopher Columbus discovered the Bahamas. Lie. People was already here. Look how long they pushed that. They had us in school learning that as children. They had big grown teachers. You hear what it named? Teachers. You're supposed to be educated. But you don't have enough education to know that this is bull ass. That Columbus didn't discover no Bahamas. He met the Arawaks here. They'd lie on themselves. Because in the same story, they say he discovered the Bahamas, and when he discovered the Bahamas, he met the Arawaks here. How could you discover and meet somewhere at the same time? And they was really running the world off of that. Our country used to celebrate 1492, Columbus landing. He discovered the Bahamas. You know, it's the way they even look at other people of other color skin. It's the way they even look at us. That they could tell us stuff like that, and I don't like them. Very few European people, you know, I get along with. I don't get along with a lot of European people. White European people, I don't. Because they have a habit of telling you things that don't make sense and smile. I have a problem with that. You come here, you bring the people here, you tell them about a bunch of lies because they of a particular skin color. And then you laugh it off. The people go on right there and change the day. They call it some kind of day now. It's no longer Columbus Day because the younger generation tell them, uh-uh. No, it don't go like that. Uh-uh. Y'all could go powder around in white snow. We're not interested in this white snow colonial world. We humans just like them, and we better than the Europeans. And I would say it again, we better than the white Europeans because we're the first people on this planet before the white people even reach. And the only history of the European white men is when Elijah cursed Gehazi white with leprosy. So the only research I've found on how a white European come into this earth is through leprosy, a curse. So I definitely into that racism. Don't play it. Selassie in the moon, the proof in the moon. We done with white supremacy and illusion. And then niggas smile. Y'all see they always do that? I know I have some European white friends on here. And I love y'all, the good ones. That know what is right and do right and put away the wrong. I appreciate y'all. And y'all gonna be the only ones that gonna be standing in the final judgment. Y'all gonna be the only one gonna get spared. But the rest, they can get cut off. Yes, disgusting. Children starving, suffering. The Arabs, the Indian, they in Africa grabbing out all the children, raping and That's why when the flood come and they wash away all the land and all these storms come and I don't feel, I can't feel sorry because the people have no pity, they have no heart, they have no love for humanity, especially your color. When you African, when you black, the world think you're like trash. You're worse than trash. They'll go pick up trash and put it in a bag and leave a black African on the floor to get eat by the birds of the sky. So we don't need no more devil philosophy. We don't need no more illusion, no more lies. We can look with our own eyes and see for ourselves. Yes, royal family, we have to do it. We have to see for ourselves, look for ourselves, and see what is right, see what is real. Don't live your whole life in an illusion. I don't care what your family say. I don't care what your husband, your wife, your children, your neighbor. I don't care what nobody. Don't live your life in an illusion. Take time. The Bible says, sit on your bed and confide with your heart, which means to think. What is life? What am I doing here? Like, what's going on? Yeah, you have to find out. Else you'll be living your whole life, and when you look, you pass away and yeah. You never even know that the moon is, not spinning. You never knew that. You spend your whole life thinking the world's spinning. That's sad. That's sad. It's sad. Most of the things they tell us is a lie. Everything they tell us is a lie. And it's sad. They say when you die, you go to heaven. That's sad. The Bible don't even say that. The Bible says he separated the waters and he put a firmament and he named the firmament heaven. It's right in Genesis chapter 1. Go read it for yourself. But then they tell the people, say they're going to heaven. How you could go to heaven and heaven is the firmament. It's in between the waters. It's where we live right now. This is heaven. But they say when you die, you go into heaven. The Bible says in Psalms chapter 6, a dead man can't praise God. So where they getting this stuff from? Where they telling you all these things? When you die, you can float away and go to this planet and where there's a pearly white gate and just angels white walking around in white. Where is this? This is not even biblical. Satan is the king magician. And he using the European world, the white European world, to do his mastery. And all the other nations, India, Chinese, all these people following after. I can't believe the United Nations come together and tell the whole world they've been to the moon. Our leaders has failed us. Black again. Love, love, love.